Hey, what's up everyone? Time to open 12 more of these 1992 Marvel masterpieces by Joe Jusko. If you want a little bit more background on them, go watch part 1 of this video. This time I'm going to get straight into opening the packs. Oh, and look at that. Right off the bat, one of the chase cards. It's the Spectre etched battle card. And that is Wolverine and Sabretooth. So this is the second one I've gotten so far. And this is a 27-year-old box of cards. So they kind of are sticking to each other a little bit. But here's the other one I got. And yeah, this one's really cool. So really happy about that so far. And then Marita's a double. Here's Morbius. Really cool. Here's Leader. I mean, honestly, that looks like green testicles. I'm not terribly familiar with this character. And here's the Mandarin, looking nothing like he looked like in the movies. Kind of an outdated character, maybe. This painting's pretty cool, though. But yeah, I mean, this just... it looks goofy to me, to be honest. Here's a really cool one, the Hobgoblin. Look at that face, look at those teeth. Lots of detail in this one. Here's Shatterstar, a double. Nomad, another double. Psylocke, one of my favorites, but still a double. And this card looks... oh, no, never mind. I thought it was scratched, but it's not. But yeah, another double. Moon Knight, another double. Namorita, a double. And Ultron, a double.
What? I ain't nothing but a damn toad.
So, a pack of all doubles, which really sucks. But it's bound to happen when you have, 36 packs. So, Rogue is a double. Shatterstar, double. Ooh, another Nomad. Double. Double. Almost the same ones. And
God f***ing damn it!
Same ones again, doubles. Awful. Man, that sucks. When that happened as a kid, that was the worst. Especially to get 2 packs in a row like that. Would probably stop me from collecting these for at least a couple of months. Okay, Morbius, another double. Green Nutsack, another double. Mandarin, look at this. Almost the same again. And of course, Hobgoblin. Double. Oh, but this one I did not have yet. One of my favorite characters, Iron Man. And I gotta say, I really like the way he painted him. Look at the energy coming out of his hands. Just excellent technique. I love how shiny his suit looks. Really like this painting of Iron Man. Definitely one of my favorites. Oh, and another really good one, Doctor Strange. Yeah, really cool. Here we have Quasar. I remember reading a few books with Quasar in it, but he was always very minor in them, so I'm not terribly familiar with his whole background. Looks like his first appearance was in Captain America. First cover appearance was Incredible Hulk. That's one of the things I like about these cards is they'll tell you their actual first appearance and have a picture of them on a cover. And look, he's a background character on his first appearance on the cover. But yeah, looks kind of interesting. Looks like he'd fit in more with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Worth probably looking up his Wikipedia, see what it's all about. Ooh, and here's a really cool one. Really like the Spider-Man villains. Yeah, that looks really cool. Night Thrasher. Never have heard of this guy. I've never seen this card before. I thought I had seen all these Marvel masterpieces, but yeah, remember these are 27 years old. Some of these characters are just not as popular anymore. And this guy must have been a big deal back then because there's only 99 characters for this set, so the fact that they picked him, he must have had something going on back then. And here's Nova. I've always liked how this one looked. I had this one as a kid. I don't know, I think I like the symmetry of it or something, but yeah, really like this one, really like the colors. And I tend to like the ones that have the space backgrounds. I think they look extra colorful and dynamic. And here's Mephisto. That's really cool. I really like that rendition of him there. Oh, and Mr. Fantastic. This is one I hope to get. I'm really hoping to get at least all of the Fantastic Four. I think I have Human Torch, Missing Thing, Missing Invisible Woman. I have Doctor Doom as well. But yeah, look at this guy. He looks really, really cool. Love all the extra detail and all this gadgetry here. Awesome. Oh, cool. And one of my favorite X-Men of all time, Gambit. I like this card, but I remember as a kid being a little disappointed in this one that it's just Gambit's kind of face and his hands and his bow, and it doesn't show him throwing his cards, which is the coolest thing about him is that, he can charge up things, throw them, and they explode like grenades, and he favored using playing cards, and it always looked so cool. And I just figured it was a waste to have kind of a portrait style for him when he could have been, throwing some cards, as a Sentinel or something. But glad I have him. One of my favorite X-Men. And like I said in my previous video, the X-Men Marvel masterpieces are my favorite ones. And here's Captain Britain. Definitely one of the goofiest kind of designs and names for a character. But yeah, looking pretty ripped there. Maybe more ripped than even the Hulk. Ooh, and another one of my favorites, Dazzler. She's another one I wish would be more popular nowadays. I really hope that once Marvel does their own X-Men movies, they include Dazzler. And she's had a lot of cool costumes. This isn't the coolest one, but I do like this version of Dazzler. Oh, another really cool X-Men, Bishop. I remember drawing this guy a few times based off of this card when I was a kid. And here's X-Men villain the Blob, taking a cannonball to the stomach. I wonder how many times somebody runs into the dilemma of having a cannonball shot at you nowadays. And then the coincidence of having the power to stop it. Must be odds must be pretty astronomical. And here's Kingpin. I've always liked this choice to have the city in the background and what looks to be like either an executive desk or part of a pool table or something in the foreground, smoking a cigar. Perfect way to depict Kingpin. And honestly, if you look at this, it looks a little bit like Vincent D'Onofrio. A little bit. Oh, yes. And this is what I wanted. I mentioned in the first video that when I was a kid in 1992 collecting these, that I had pulled this Silver Surfer versus Thanos special card, and I totally cherished this thing. I didn't know what happened to it. Of all the chase cards, this is the one I wanted. Pretty awesome to have 3 already. I remember these being kind of rare, but it looks like maybe 3 to a box, 4 to a box. But yeah, that is really a cool card. I definitely like all 3, but I do think that this Thanos versus Silver Surfer looks extra cool, but do like all three. Oh, and here's the Thing. Super close up. I guess you have to have a face like his for this to work. Just like Gambit, would have preferred more of a full body action shot, but it's kind of cool. It's different. It makes it stand out when you put it in a binder with the 9-card sheets. And Weapon Omega. I have never heard of this guy. Not sure if he's part of Alpha Flight or what. Actually, oh yeah, I guess he is. I read a couple of Alpha Flight books. I guess it didn't stick in my head. Kind of an interesting concept, though. Don't really like the Omega symbol behind him. Would have preferred a more realistic background. And here is She-Hulk. Looking like almost 80s in her little exercise outfit there. Oh, and finally Spider-Man. Probably the most iconic cards out of all of these. They use them, of course, for the packs. They had him on posters and magazines. They basically used this image to advertise this set. And honestly, out of all of these, he's not the best one. They probably picked him because he's Spider-Man. But I do feel like they made him a little bit too buff. Jusko tends to make all his characters really, really buff. But, you know, it's Spider-Man. I think he's supposed to be a little bit more slender. Still, it's a great looking card. I love the way the webs look. And I like that it's on a black background like that. Very, very iconic and very nostalgic for me to hold this in my hands again after so many years. Oh, and the Punisher. One I was never able to get as a kid. Happy to have it now. Looks really cool. Really love the early 90s costumes. Major Victory. I have no idea who this guy is. Looks like a Native American Captain America or something. Yeah, never had heard of this guy. Oh, and here's Hawkeye. Of course I know who Hawkeye is, but I had never seen his Marvel Masterpiece. That looks pretty cool. His mask looks a little weird there. Kind of off, but pretty cool overall. And alright, looks like I have all the Fantastic Four now. And I really like this Invisible Woman. She almost looks like from the 1950s. But I love the background, the technical background, and I like that she's only half invisible. You know, so she's not all invisible and not just in the blue suit so you don't see her powers. Great choice, great card. Yeah, definitely one of the ones I wanted the most. Oh, and this Dr. Octopus looks really good. Look at the metal. Such awesome technique. Really cool. And Galactus is a double. Surprised I'm not getting more because, okay, and Captain America is a double as well. Because now that I look at the amount of cards here and how many I had in part 1 of this video, should be getting pretty close to 99. Well, 100 including the checklist. And I've got 4 packs here I'm going to open, 12 more in there, so I'm expecting a lot of doubles. So right now I'm hoping to get the other 2 of these. And hopefully having a full base set with the chase cards would be pretty nice. This is one of those sets that's almost impossible to complete though, because there were promos put out. There were cards that only the dealers had, and they were very, very rare. Pretty impossible to find a lot of those. And there's also, I think, another 5 cards that only comes in a tin that you can buy of like the full set. And you got those 5 cards in there. Oh, here's another one that was one of my favorites as a kid. This is Sabretooth. Really love the way they have him in front of the moon. Looks super good. I like that he's in the snow. Just a perfect, perfect Sabretooth. Aw, sweet. And Nick Fury. And this is another one where I think the portrait style actually works for this guy because of the eye patch. You see his classic graying of the hair there. The cigar. Great, great idea for Nick Fury. And a great character for a portrait style. So as you're starting to notice, Alpha Flight was a little bit more popular in the early 90s. Can't imagine there being this many Alpha Flight characters in a modern day card set. And Morbius is a double. I think I have 3 of these now. Megan must be one of the most common ones, because I remember as a kid I had a couple of these. And I want to say there's been 3 or 4 of these now. And quite a bit of these guys too. And Beast is a double. So is Blaze. And Kang is a new one. And look at that galaxy behind him. Really cool. Funny kind of outfit for this guy. I wonder what they would make him look like in a movie, because I doubt they would put him straight up like this. Would be interesting to see what a costume designer's take on Kang would be for the big screen. Oh, sweet. And here's Magneto. Another one that I wanted as a kid and I never got. Really a cool looking one. And Havoc looks really awesome. I really do think that the X-Men look the best in this series. And here's another example. Look at how cool this Iceman looks. Loving the abstract background. Yeah, it looks awesome. And here's a double. Another double. Another double. And another one. Another double. And another double. And Wolverine is a double. Silver Surfer is a double. Strong Guy is a double. So is Quicksilver. So is Sauron. And as cool as he is, Nightcrawler is a double as well. So, last 2 packs, all doubles. I'm expecting that to be the case with most of the packs now, and that I'm just going to be hunting for the last 2 of these chases, and maybe 2 or 3 that I haven't found here. I'll have to probably put these in sheets and take a look at that checklist just to see what exactly I'm missing. So we'll all know what I'm hunting for in the next video when I open up the remaining 12 packs. Let me know in the comments below which one of the 3 special cards you like the most, which one of these you really like, which ones you think are kind of weak, and which ones you think are the best. Thanks for watching and have a good one.